Hello, Roa Mithril here once again, and we're still playing Mega Man and Bass, which obviously is fully in English now. Yes, we're messing with the Game Boy Advance version. For one thing, to kind of show off some of the differences between the two versions, but mainly, we're going after the database discs now. Yes, as you can see, we don't have any of them yet, and Dr. Light seems so upset about it. So, let's go back and start working on that, shall we? I have a couple of save games ready for just such a purpose, both with Mega Man and Bass, all stages complete, no discs collected, so that I have all the weapons that I need at my disposal. It also is notable that there are some items that you really want to get at Auto Shop before you get too much into this. For Mega Man, you definitely want to get the Rush Search. A lot of his discs are buried, so you have to have Rush dig them up for you. It's also worth getting the CD locator, which makes the ground over buried discs sparkle. For Bass, the main thing you want with him is the treble boost. It allows him to fly, which is useful for getting some of the really out-of-the-way discs. There are some more optional things like the CD counter and the exit module, but hey, I was fully stocked up on bolts, I got those anyway. So with that, that's enough exposition, let's get to the disc hunting, shall we? So we begin our quest to find all the database discs here in Dynamo Man stage, back in this room where we had a choice between death spikes or a ladder. As you could see, there was a sparkle right here on this platform, so we shall use the Rush Search. And thus we have our first CD. So, our first disc is Mega Man, of course. He'll protect the world because he's a guardian of peace and justice. His liking for animals, I'm guessing that mainly references that he always goes around with Rush, Beat, sometimes Tango. And, well, he doesn't dislike anyone. Up to and including Bass, who destroyed his father's lab, and King, who enslaved all these robots. Yeah, naive to a fault, this one. For Disc 2, we head to Cold Man's stage. Notably, this room here with the crumbling ice platforms over death spikes, it's a lot easier for Bass to get up here and claim the second disc. It's interesting that Roll's disc is found in Cold Man's stage, given that Iceman apparently has a bit of a crush on her. So yeah, she's a housekeeping robot created by Dr. Light, sister of Mega Man. The quote there actually is used in Mega Man 8. But seriously, could they have made her likes and dislikes and such any more stereotypical? I'm not even gonna go into that. What's this? Sparkles right at the start of the Magic Man stage? We know what that means. Disc 3, get! So this one was Cutman's disc. He's apparently a robot master of few words, just sound effects. Sharp and cunning, let the puns begin. His dislike of rocks is two references in one. Of course, it's a reference to rock, paper, scissors, rock smashes scissors, but also the fact that you can smash him using Gutsman's super arm to throw rocks right at him. Bass's double jump is quite good for claiming disc number 4, which is hidden in Burner Man's stage. Of course, getting to it, that's the tricky bit, because we have to get back through this area. Must kill the blasted Rhino Driller and deal with slowdown. Alright, now the key to this one is it's actually down here. Bass has to double jump in here to get the disc, but there it is. So now we have Gutsman. He's a civil engineer robot who can apparently carry and lift up to 2 tons. Yeah, that's strong. Oh, check it out, apparently he really does like karaoke. So maybe I picked a good song for him after all. Ha gonzoresu ore wa tsuyoi. For disc number 5, it's back to Cold Man's stage, in the room with all the ice machines. There's a bit of a sparkle going on here. Go to it, Rush. That's another one for the collection. So now we have Iceman. He really shouldn't make a face like that. He looks so much cuter with big wide eyes. So apparently he works in cold districts, big surprise. I think his original designation was an Antarctic investigation robot. And apparently he's a bit of a show-off. And somehow that's a good thing. Naturally he likes snowball fights and dislikes sauna baths. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in a sauna dressed like that either. For disc number 6, we come to the scrolling room right at the start of the Tengu Man stage. Luckily, they're not too sadistic about this. Sparklies. Fortunately, you don't have to worry about running out of time, because this is right when the scroll stops. So, let's get to know Bombman a little bit better. He was created to destroy base rock, though his bombs can destroy about any kind of rock, apparently. He likes bowling, and apparently dislikes matches and lighters. So he wants to blow stuff up, but doesn't like the things that let his bombs do that? Really, it's probably referencing his weakness to the firestorm. For disc number 7, it's off to Astro Man's stage. Down here, where we have to deal with this wall Teku. You probably noticed the sparkles, so let's dig. Why Fireman's disc was in Astro Man's stage and not Burner Man's is beyond me. But anyway, let's find out more about him. Apparently he was created to work in a trash incinerator and burn all the garbage away. He's hot-blooded, he's hot-tempered. Alright, we get it, he's hot. But aren't those kind of the same thing? And yet it's his good point and his bad point? Alright. The sparkly indicator for disc number 8 is easily seen as soon as you drop into the third room of Dynamo Man stage, but here's the tricky bit. There are tellies constantly in the way in here. In this game, if an enemy crashes into Rush, they stop him from searching. Besides, tellies are always in the way anyway. Die for good measure. So next up we have Iceman. He was originally created to control power voltage in a power plant. I think that's probably the job of most electric robot masters, actually. So apparently he's responsible, yet twisted. Unlike Powered Up, where apparently he's just vain. He also dislikes rubber products, because rubber, it doesn't conduct electricity. One of the few things Team Rocket seems to have learned in chasing Ash Ketchum. Lucky for Iceman, there's never been a Rubber Man. Disc number 9 is in plain sight right after CC Roll, here in Magic Man's stage. Right down there. Getting in to claim it, that's the easy bit. Getting back out, that takes some finesse. And we're safe. Next up we have Metal Man, who was the first robot that Dr. Wily created, and apparently was designed somewhat after Cutman. Bad point, shady business. Translate a little better, please. I'm not sure what they're trying to say there. Apparently he likes frisbees, since he throws his blades like them, but dislikes dogs. Maybe because they'd fetch the frisbee, bring it back, and that's apparently quick death for him. Good thing Rush wasn't in Mega Man 2. For disc number 10, we return to Tengu Man's stage, where Mega Man has a rather tricky process he has to go through to get it. Yes, during this quest we're going to see a lot of use of ice wall to get over death spikes. Sparkles! Time to dig. And that's the 10th one. And the final one for this episode, we can collect Airman. Yes, he can create huge, powerful gusts of wind. Lots of them. Annoying ones. He likes putting on airs, and his bad point is windy talk, whatever that is. Just lots of puns, basically. His dislike for the fall of the leaf pertains to his weakness to the leaf shield, but... Wait, what? He likes surfing? Wait. Seriously, this thing on a surfboard? Are you serious? So that's 10 down, and that's the end of this episode. Dr. Light's still impatient with me. Get the robot data. I got 10 discs already. Keep your beard on. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope this was entertaining. I hope you liked the video, and I will see you next time. Until then, fare thee well.